The observation deck of the Serenity's edge hummed with nervous energy as Ambassador Crick 7 adjusted his optical sensors for the 100th time. Through the reinforced transparisteel, the cargo bay stretched below them like a metallic arena, its sterile walls designed to contain the most dangerous specimens in known space. "The human specimen arrived 3 cycles ago," Dr. Valera whispered, her tentacles curling anxiously around her data pad. "Initial scans indicate standard Deathworlder physiology, enhanced bone density, redundant organ systems, accelerated healing factors." Crick 7's mandibles clicked disapprovingly. "And Command authorized this experiment? The Galactic Council needs to understand their capabilities," Chief Xenobiologist Thane replied, his scaled hide shifting colors with stress. "If we're to integrate these humans into civilized space, we must comprehend what makes them tick." At precisely 2:01 station time, the cargo bay's secondary airlock hissed open. The human female emerged with fluid grace that contradicted every safety protocol in the manual. She was smaller than the males they'd studied, barely 1.7 meters tall, with the typical mammalian features that marked her species. Dark hair fell to her shoulders, and her pale skin showed no signs of the combat scarring common among Deathworlder species. What unsettled the observers most was her expression. She was smiling. "Why is it displaying pleasure responses?" Dr. Valera's voice pitched higher. "The environmental readings show this should be triggering fight or flight responses." The human, designation Emma 7439 according to their files, walked to the center of the bay with unhurried steps. Her head tilted as she examined her surroundings, and that smile never wavered. It wasn't the baring of teeth that other predatory species used as a threat display. This was something else entirely. At 2:02, the primary containment field deactivated with a resonant hum. The Kithran Razorclaw had been the pinnacle of bioengineering for 3 centuries. Standing 4 meters at the shoulder, its crystalline exoskeleton could deflect plasma bolts, while its molecular-edged claws could slice through battleship armor. The specimen in Base 7 had eliminated 17 previous test subjects across 6 different species. Its acidic blood could melt through most known materials, and its regenerative capabilities rivaled those of the legendary Hydra forms of Vega Prime. The creature emerged from its holding cell like liquid death, its photosynthetic patches glowing with stored energy. Sensor arrays throughout the bay registered bioelectric fields strong enough to disrupt most nervous systems within a 50-meter radius. The human female's smile widened. At 2:03, the Razorclaw began its attack pattern, a blur of motion that optical sensors could barely track. Its tactical AI, bred through generations of selective enhancement, calculated 17 different kill vectors within the first second of engagement. Emma 7439 sidestepped the initial strike with casual efficiency. "Impossible," Thane breathed, his display screens flickering with combat analytics. "Her reaction time exceeds our theoretical maximums for organic neural processing." The human moved like water around the creature's attacks, never seeming rushed, never losing that terrifying smile. When the Razorclaw's massive claw swept toward her torso, she ducked and rolled, coming up behind its rear leg. Her small hand touched the joint where exoskeleton met synthetic muscle. At 2:04, the Razorclaw stopped moving. Complete, absolute stillness. For tons of engineered death frozen mid-strike, its bioluminescent patches dimming to darkness. "Vital signs?" Crick 7 demanded. "Null across all spectrums," Dr. Valera whispered. "Neural activity has ceased. Cellular regeneration has halted. It's completely dead." Emma 7439 straightened, brushing dust from her simple clothing. She looked up at the observation deck, and for a moment, her eyes seemed to meet each of theirs through the one-way transparisteel. Her smile had transformed into something that made 3 separate species question their understanding of predator and prey. How? Thane's voice cracked. What did she do? The human raised one small hand and waved, a gesture that their cultural databases identified as friendly greeting. Then she walked back toward the airlock, humming what their audio sensors registered as a simple melody. Ambassador Crick 7 stared at the readouts flooding his screens. Every instrument confirmed the same impossible truth. The most dangerous creature in galactic space had been killed by a touch from something that weighed less than most of its individual limbs. Cancel the integration protocols, he said quietly. We're not ready for Deathworlders. The human's humming echoed through the bay long after the airlock sealed behind her.